Day 126 again.
I know what you're thinking, Alex. What possible merit could the Cat Football Cup have being on Channel 1? And of course, the answer is they were available and it gets us out of this damn time loop.
It better be.
No, they take it very seriously.
Oh, of course.
Apparently, they hate each other.
Oh, of course.
Ancient enmities of bad blood.
They sound like a awful lot.
Hey, friendship!
Furball.
I like that
Apparently
song.
they hate each other.
They do. They absolutely do hate each other.
Oh,
I don't need medicated.
Oh, wow.
Do-do-do. And the princess is here.
What's that now?
We should be congratulated on possibly finding something even worse.
He's not a cat person.
I'm not a pet person.
I always assumed you'd keep fish.
Domestic parasite.
10 seconds. What, fish?
No, all the hairy little terrorists.
That's what the crew call you. Going in 5,
Jeremy Donaldson
4,
Fish don't have hair.
3.
Oh, well.
into the wonderful world of sport.
There we go.
Good evening, viewers of Channel 1, and welcome to this National ID News special.
Tonight, for one night only, we're bringing you everything you need to know
So,
about this year's Cat Football Cup finals.
Oh yeah.
The coaches, managers, and even the star players.
Go
How it's going to
kitties.
work, but I guess we'll find out.
Our roving team of reporters have been tucked away up and down the country to bring you live reactions and pre-match feedback.
And, of course, at 9 we'll have all the action of the match itself. Right here on Channel 1.
So don't go changing that channel. It's going to be
Oh yeah, I want to watch Kitty Sucker. Channel 1 special event. Cat Football Cup. Go and vote for your favorite kitty now. Each of the kitties are gonna win somehow. Go kitties, go kitties, go kitties, win the cup.
They're in a bit of a hurry, but I'm actually quite happy with how they turned out.
Yeah, this is fun. Go kitties, kitty cup. Oh my god, kitty cup. Oh yeah, it's kitty sucker time. Welcome to the kitty cup. Welcome to the kitty sucker. It's the Cat Football Cup. Oh yeah, I think we are British now. Oh, why is it so complicated somehow? Got sometimes it's football and sometimes it's soccer.
welcome back. I'm delighted to be joined by the two coaches of tonight's Cat Football final. And I
Yay,
believe
football.
you're also the managers.
And the owners.
Yes.
And I would imagine most of the spectators.
Let's start with you. Felicity.
Snippety Whippet, Felicity Snippety Whippet. I
Snippety
am the
Whippet?
manager, coach, owner, spiritual guide and muse for my team, the inimitable little Smallington Big Paws.
That's a name that gives you pause.
Yep.
Thought.
It's a family name, actually. The Big Paws have legacy, unlike those so-called fluffers.
The Slingtown Fluffers have plied their skills against superior teams than yours, and always achieve proud ends.
Wait, aren't you supposed to have an amount of
Expected to
kittens to have a kitten football game?
Felicity. Felicity, as well you know, you pink prat.
Oh, well, let's just take a moment to breathe. I can see we're both keen competitors, but let's try and keep a friendly atmosphere.
Of course, apologies. Montgomery
the
Ford, manager of the Fluffers, soon to be proud founder of the Cat Football Cup.
Yeah,
Man sinned against
I can come up with a bunch sadly enough.
The Big Paws will hold the cup.
But
We've
this
been
year
training
I'm
all
meowsing.
season and we're not slowing down at the finish line.
I'm
You stand as
meowsing.
much chance of winning the cup as Professor Tiddles does of winning a beauty pageant.
You take that back. You know Professor Tiddles only sprouted that blemish because you tried to poison him.
I would never, ever harm a cat. They are divine, graceful, elegant, everything you should strive to be.
I think the sprightly Mercutio I performed in my mess bin you
Cats are
would beg
cool.
to disagree. Besides, your centre forward has mange.
Oh, have you glanced at your team recently? They're more verbal than fancy footwork, and their
So-
teamwork is so chaotic it's like
When are
playing
you going
against
to see the
dogs.
match?
It's like playing
You
against
take that back.
Never. In fact, I'll go further. Your team is lazy, disorganized,
see the match now.
matted. You'd have done better to get them all spayed.
Well, we seem to be a whisker away from a fist fight here.
Will you
Don't you-
stop with the cat puns?
I concur. If we could all just calm down, please.
Can't stop meow. I've got too many of these.
So, both of you, I have a question. cats. I have a question. They're pointless, really, aren't they?
Wait, how did we get a time loop? What
We
happened?
must have done the experiment on one of our competitor channels. Shame. I was looking forward to taking a hammer to that bloody machine.
I wanted to watch the
I was
catch
right.
match.
It turns out that when I turned down the Euphoria experiment for Channel 1, Channel 3 decided they'd make room. And the experiment went ahead as planned. And, well, unless they have their own Alex Winston to press that red button, we may be stuck here forever. But assuming we're not, let's talk about next time round.
Oh, we don't have it now.
I suppose if we're going to be stuck here, we may as well get to know each other.
Yep.
We'll start with me. Did you know that I like mushrooms?
Oh, interesting.
Things like the feel of dew on your face in the hills of the Cotswolds, or a brisk autumn morn. Although, to be honest, some of those I can kind of take or leave. Ooh, here's another one. Did you know that I love the sound of smooth jazz?
Ooh, we're going to be buddies,
You ask
pal.
me, very little in this world can beat an afternoon alone with the rhythm.
Do 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 do.
Listen, I have a question for you.
I like bombs.
Do you like the feeling when a man you don't know particularly well brushes against you in the corridor and suddenly you feel a stirring in the...
I feel disturbed. Thank you. Also, thank you for that Alex thingy to push the button. Thank you. So now what?
Oh, thank goodness. You were starting to get a little strange there, Alex.
I was getting
The more
strange.
said the better. Full disclosure here, Winston.
You were talking about some very uncomfortable things, sir.
I've told you 1,000 times, Chester. If the number of bright
Think
things
that I got
I've
the-
done
this
is
thing
followed
again.
by the worrying number of lumps under my left arm.
But I
take
still
my
wanted to watch the kid match.
Why is my machine?
If you could just say please.
Someone
My
has covered
kiddie
up my machine.
football.
You there? Why have you covered up my device? Oh, wait a minute, I will sound.
It was so
There's
amusing.
nothing suspicious going on just
With a lot of balls.
Really? Can I? Oh, you must. Try not to injure yourself. Yes, Dr. Magnus.
Everything
Did
set?
Wang Tony,
We're going to do a
Las
big reveal.
Bolitas.
Sorry I'm late.
Canine
Gossip, where do
Detective.
you want me? Over there, Chester.
Is there even a point to those tapes? I never get to play them.
Cinnamon, pine leaves, and of course, aging rocket.
And I still want to know where Dave is.
You'll have to forgive Chester. Gives it a good nose. He takes personality advice from women's magazines.
Do do
Late bosses that did that.
do 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 do.
So, who's opening?
Do 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 do.
Is it a trim?
I wonder what show that is though.
10 seconds.
Herman Spangles.
On Channel 1.
What's the
It's time
director?
for a special
Now it's
event.
over.
Going in
We're from our
5,
regular schedule
4,
away for a night of
3,
smiles
2,
with Jerry
1.
Donaldson and Megan Wolf.
Good evening. It's March the 13th, 1985.
Oh, right.
And you join us for a national nightly news special event. But the Charles Magnus and his tritely named team have been building a machine which they claim will raise overall happiness levels throughout the country. Sounds ludicrous to me. Megan, sounds ludicrous
Thanks,
to me.
Jeremy. I am here with Chester Mims, Dr. Magnus' assistant.
Right-hand man.
I'm sure this is going different now.
Calls me his right-hand man.
I do not.
Calls me. It does.
I do not.
Well, Chester, without any further ado, let's unveil this Euphoria device. I'm excited, actually. You excited, Chester? You excited, Chester? Okay, let's go for it, everybody. In 3, 2,
1.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, for goodness sake, Chester. It's a little larger than I anticipated. It's a little larger than I anticipated.
Please don't let it be the time thing again.
Upwards. Yes, no, yes. Never mind. Upwards. No, just no, yes. Never mind.
Oh, God, my
Hey, they broke it! Nice!
my eye.
You can't pass the time
know.
now.
I
You
don't
can't
know.
pass the time. We are all
Well, it appears to be
doing
having a change of schedule
extremely
tonight on Channel
fine.
1. Having a change of schedule. Perhaps there's another experiment we can get up and running. Perhaps there's another experiment badgers can flip pancakes or work out exactly how much cheap it is. Work out exactly how much
We're cancelling the
cheaper it is.
experiment? Of course not, Chester.
Wait, what?
It's fine. It's fine.
It's broken! broken.
It's fine.
You should give up.
The laboratory in Tilbury. I'm sure Gerald is watching this now, and if he does, he was expecting there might be some teething problems.
Well,
Gerald, if you're watching, we will fire it up now, please.
Well, that is handy.
That's annoying.
Tell me about
The
it.
experiment will be proceeding anyway. So, here's hoping we all crack a smile sometimes. Here's hoping we all
Oh, terrific.
Yep.
Only takes a few seconds to charge up the new device, and then Gerald will just charge up the new device.
Well, you know what they say. The end is never the end. Is never the end. Is never
This
the
is
end.
starting to get irritating.
Yep.
I have tickets for Smiling Toots Johnson, for God's sake. I'll be damned if I'm going to miss it. So what have we learned?
How are you going to miss it if we keep repeating it?
Anyway, or they'll do it on another channel. We can't break the device. They'll just use the backup. So, if we can't nobble the machine, we'll have to nobble the show somehow. I've got a few options to consider. We could put a guard on the machine so it can't be used, or we could change up the hosts and see if we can break the show that way. Or, I suppose, we could let everyone know what's going on and see if we can stop it happening again. Which do you want to do, Winston?
Let's see. Well, I would go for the obvious.
If we tell everyone we're getting stuck in a time loop, they'll be sure not to press that button.
Yep. Of course, it's not going to happen. As in, we're still going to get stuck. But, hey, I would be an idiot to not go for the obvious. After all, I'm slightly more intelligent. Day 126.
I've installed a tannoy in the studio. Leave this to me. I'm a master of explanation and negotiation.
I've told you 1,000 times, Chester. It's the number of blind dates I've been on when no one turned up, followed by the worrying number
Did
of
I know
lumps
where
under
Dave
my
is
left
now?
arm, the date my childhood sweetheart married my best friend, the age my cat was when I ran him over, the number of conversations I've had with my father, and the exact time my mother walked out. Honestly, I don't see why that's so hard for you
give
to
me the
remember.
stupid
If you
tape.
could just sit here, please, Dr. Magnus. The host will be with you
There we
shortly.
go.
Yes.
A friendship,
Not you.
life can be bitchy
Leave that alone, please, Colin.
if we work as a team. I forgot how the rest of the song went.
Jeremy, this is Dr.
But
Magnus.
something,
He is
something
fine.
changed friendship.
Lightning News team, please gather everybody by the source.
Sorry, I'm late. Unstable cat. Was that Rosemary?
This is both.
Hey, Herman Spingles,
This is
Charlotte
the
something,
This is not a
Joe
drill.
Wenkett, and Don
Right,
Woods. Mark
okay,
Lumen.
Chester, if you could please join us on the sofa.
Betty Westsock.
And the crew,
On
please.
Channel 1,
I'm on my
it's
way
time for
down.
a special event.
Good.
We're throwing
Okay.
Tell
and the
everyone.
crew,
Night of
Please.
Okay, I'm done singing.
Jeremy Donaldson and Megan Wolf.
I did. Is it someone's birthday? Anyone?
Is that Boastman?
Right, I've gathered you all here because I'm afraid I have to tell you something that's going to be hard to comprehend.
Ah, I
For
want
all
to
of
know
you,
what he looks
this
like.
is a normal day. But for Alex, Winston, and I, it is repeating over and over again. We are trapped in some sort of time loop. And it always begins when someone presses the button on that infernal machine over there.
The Euphoria device? Impossible. Temporal attunement ironed out all the problems with the time circuitry months ago.
I'm sorry, are you quite all right, Robert?
Yes, I'm fine, Jeremy. Look, I know this is hard to accept, but if you'll just listen...
me.
What's that, Colin?
Not my first time. Been caught in a couple of these.
Your experience with time loops, Colin.
Oh yeah, Sprong's always getting caught up in stuff like this. Time loops, multiverses. Standard Wednesday. I'm pretty much immune to this stuff now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, are we choosing to believe this?
Of course not. There's no such thing as a time loop. It's impossible.
It throws up too many paradoxes.
Exactly. Too many paradoxes.
Not really.
It's an
It
impossibility.
keeps resetting over
Well,
and
it may
over.
be an impossibility, but Winston and I are trapped in one right now.
Well, it can't be our machine. We haven't even started it up yet.
Yes, and that's exactly how it's going to stay.
What, you're cancelling the show?
We're already live, I believe.
Yes. A few minutes now. Yes.
I'm sorry, the viewing public are currently watching you have a massive nervous breakdown. That can't be good.
Can we get security up here, please?
Yes, and a doctor.
Is everything okay at home, Mr. Postman?
Seriously?
Yes, everything is okay at home. I'm telling you, that machine is going to break reality itself.
That's also impossible.
The Department of Metaversal Stability fixed that issue months ago.
This machine is totally safe.
No, it's
I
not,
will
you
prove-
jackass.
Oh, no, you don't.
Mr. Bozeman, stop!
Is everything all right here, Mr. Postman?
Help me restrain this man.
I think he's having an episode.
Standard time loop stuff, this never works.
Why don't you believe me?
Could you let the guest go, please?
No, you don't understand.
Why don't you let him go, Robert? And we can go have a little chat about it.
We don't need a little chat. Oh, for God's sake.
I don't know what sort of operation you clowns think you're running here, but if you think you can stand in the way of science, you've got another thing coming.
Just listen, you jackass.
Well, I tried. Okay, carry on then. I'm going back to my office.
If you could just come with us for a moment, sir.
Of course.
Okay, everyone, back to your places, please.
Well, moral of the story, kids, is don't ever go for the obvious. It doesn't work.
Save this. Save this.
Well, firstly, an apology to our viewers at home who've had to witness, well, what just happened. Our boss has been having a breakdown on national television.
I hate you
Personally, I
guys
can't
so
think of
much.
anything more mortifying, but I can assure you he will receive the best possible care.
After him! He's heading for the stairs!
Meanwhile, everyone here feels a bit upset, so now would be a perfect time to test the device, which makes the unlikely
Yeah,
case
just
of
reset
being able to
everything.
cheer everybody up.
I've
Dr.
given
Magnus?
up.
Yes.
Actually, the machine uses resonance to raise the...
No one cares, Chester.
They're all idiots. It's us against the world.
Yep.
Just give me a moment.
You know what? You're right. Since they're all idiots.
Go ahead when you're ready, Winston.
Yep. Since they're all idiots, why not replace them with idiots? I can select anything. Why can't I select anything? Hello? I want to select something. Oh, there we go. Let's replace them with Patrick and Robin.
Well, if nothing else, I'm sure Bannon will be able to annoy Magnus out of doing the experiment. It sure won't be enough to rein him in.
Yep.